Do you know that way when you've been wearing headbands and you're gonna make them one of your favourites in the video, and then you see yourself on the camera and you think, is this what I've been walking about like? I bloody love them, I don't care. You will be forgiven if you think you've tuned into some sort of 1980s kids programme, like maybe even 1990s in the broom cupboard, is that what it was called? Hello, welcome. If you're new here, it's very nice of you to join me. Hello, I hope you are well. Everybody else, if you have watched before, it is nice to welcome you back. This is going to be my January favourites. I don't have too much, so this should be a very quick video, which I am not very good at, so this should be really quick, I promise you, I promise you. So as I said at the start, one of my January favourites, and possibly December favourites, we're kind of just squeezing it into the back end of 2018, is headbands. This is just a little black one, but I also have this in red. I kind of bought a leopard print one, and I've bought some kind of linen burlap blend that I'm going to try and wear in the spring. But I really flipping love headbands. I have very fine hair, you've probably noticed to be fair, and it's really needing a good lop at the moment. I need to get a good couple of inches off it. I've already booked my appointment, it's fine. But I've got very fine hair and I'm always trying to make some sort of attempt to make it look a little bit bigger, which I feel a headband is just getting away with. If this wasn't here, I feel like my head would be really plapped. Plapped is like a Scottish word which my auntie always used to use if she hadn't washed her hair in a while and it was greasy, and she'd be like, my hair's plapped in my head. Just so you know. But I would feel like my hair was really like flat to my head, and I feel like hairbands just give me a little bit more something, and I'm really enjoying hairbands. Very cheap, very cheerful, Primark, you know, £2 or something like that. First favourite of the month. Moving on to kind of beauty bits. I've not got too many to talk about actually, but the first one is the e.l.f. Cosmetics Your Skin But Better Ski? No, Alanna. Your Skin But Better CC Cream. This is like, everybody's raved about it, everybody's heard about it, I presume. I've heard loads of people speaking about this, so when I seen it in Boots, it's kind of on a stand on its own, nothing else really round about it. They don't have like an e.l.f. Cosmetics stand, but this was there and I thought, let's give this a go. It has got SPF 50, which is the main thing that attracted me to it. I got mine in Fair, which is actually lighter than light. So I think in the way the colours go, like light is there, and then there's medium, and then there's other tones, and Fair is before all of them. I believe they've brought out other colours as well to kind of mix in between some of the colours. So far, I've been really enjoying it. At the risk of saying this is maybe a little bit flashback, I don't know if it's like I've got a bright light on, but sometimes I do look at myself and think, God, I look really pale. So I don't know if this was maybe just a little bit too fair, maybe I should have got the light, but the light looked really, really dark. In saying that, I've really been enjoying it. I've been using it since just after Christmas, so about 4 weeks. It is truly a January favourite. I will definitely keep using it. It is a little bit expensive for what it is, but you would pay £30 odd or whatever for a really good moisturiser, really good like a Clinique moisturiser with SPF in it, etc. You would probably pay kind of upwards of £20 for that. And this has got obviously the colour correction and the SPF and a few other like anti-aging serums and stuff like that. It smells really nice. That's one of the first things I noticed. It's almost got a bit of a citrus fragrance, which scared me a little at first, because I have tried citrus things on my skin before, and actually it's something that generally irritates my skin. But no, it's not done that, and I will continue to use it, and I will keep you updated if it continues to be a favourite, or if I kind of feel that money could have been spent elsewhere. My second January favourite is an e.l.f. lip oil. Now, I have had these for a while. I've maybe had them, I want to say, since October, November, I would say. And I got this one, and I got one in like some sort of plum colour. It might even been August that I got them. I got them a while ago. This is a Nude Kiss. This is what I've got on my lips today. I flipping love it. It's so easy to put on. It's so comfortable. It's not sticky like a lip gloss, and it's not super duper, you know, when you put a lip balm on you, it's all over your lips. It's an oil. It feels like there's nothing really on my lips except, like, I hate to be really straightforward, if you go and dip your finger in your olive oil in the kitchen and stick some on your lips, it's quite good. It's moisturising. It does tend, I would say, if you have a lipstick on and then you put this on, especially if you're maybe a little bit older than myself, if you have any kind of fine lines around the lips, it will bleed. My mum tried these when I got them and she loved the idea of it just being a kind of wash of colour and really easy. But when she wore it over lipstick, she was like, no, it feathers too quickly because it's an oil. And saying that, I don't have that problem. I think they're so quick and easy. I just throw this in my bag. This has been the one that I've been wearing mostly. I do like the plum one, but obviously it's a certain type of look that you're going for. They're very affordable. I will put prices below of everything that I speak about today, and they are still available. A lot of the time when I do this, I'm like, oh yeah, it's not available anymore. This is still available. Next up is the NYX Worth the Hype mascara. Now, this is a January favourite and it is a favourite of mine, but I say it with caution. Reason being, my absolute favourite I spoke about before, it was in my 2018 favourites video. If you've not watched that, I'll link it up here. Basically, Roller Lash is my favourite, absolute favourite. I also really quite liked Lancome Monsieur Big. This doesn't give the effect of Roller Lash. I don't feel it's quite as boom big. I could wear Roller Lash on a night out without lashes and feel quite comfortable. This, however, has much more of a full and soft effect. Do you remember the Maybelline mascara that Sarah Michelle Gellar, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, that's her, isn't it? Sarah Michelle Gellar. Yeah. Years ago, I must have been like 3rd year or something. I don't know what that is in like English or American school. So let's say I was like 12 or 13. The full and soft mascara from Maybelline came out, and I remember it was like, quite clearly she was wearing false eyelashes, but you know, it was to look really big and quite voluminous but really soft and natural, and I think that's what this mascara does, and that's why I've really been enjoying it. It's what I've got on today, and as I say, it's not quite as striking as Roller Lash, but for work, for me going to work as a nurse, this is fantastic because it does look really nice and natural. It doesn't bleed all over my face, which at the risk of downgrading my favourite, I find Roller Lash does every now and again. This hasn't done that to me, and I think that it gives me really good length and beautiful fluffy volume. I was actually bought this as a Christmas present from one of our friends in a wee set, so I've been using it since I opened it at Christmas, and I think it's wonderful. It's really, really good. You should go and give it a little try. This is my last kind of beauty fragrance bit, and it is Zara. It's a Zara fragrance, and this is the Gardenia one. I think this comes under one of their leather collections somehow or other. On the box, I'm sure it said something about it, although it doesn't say it on the bottle. I do own Vibrant leather for women from Zara, and I absolutely adore that as well. But this I picked up, I think it was like £6.99 or even maybe less than that, maybe like £4.99. It's only a little kind of 50ml bottle, 30ml bottle, sorry, and it's gorgeous. It is quite floral, but obviously Gardenia, but I really quite like Gardenia, and I just think it's so good. I mean, I could tell you to go into Zara and smell all the fragrances, and I'm absolutely certain you'll find one you like, because the Zara fragrance range is unbelievable. And they do have a lot of similar dupes for high-end ones, but I don't think they're outwardly trying to dupe anybody. I think they've got their own style, they've got what they like, and they keep the packaging very much to Zara, even though sometimes when you smell them, you think that smells exactly like a very high-end perfume. I can't say that I think this smells like anything particularly high-end, but I have been wearing it consistently, and it has been in my handbag throughout the whole month since I bought it. We bought some Zara minis for people to go in stockings at Christmas, and I think I bought that then. So again, tail end of 2018, but absolutely throughout all of January. Which brings me on to my next favourite, because it is also a Zara purchase, but also what the Gardenia has been kicking about in. So it is my little Zara handbag here. I don't know, I've not got enough room to show it here. It is faux leather, like I'm not going to claim that it's real, but I've been wearing this all month. I took it away to Vienna and Bratislava with us. I absolutely adored it. It is a great size. There's no pockets in it, to be fair, it is just a zip, but it's just so useful. I wore it out for nights out, and it has a strap as well. And it has like this kind of snakeskin print on it, and then this like weaved snakeskin handle, and I just think it looks so kind of classic, and I really like it They also done it in a black, which I was very tempted to go back and get because sometimes tan just doesn't go with everything. But I've restrained myself, don't worry. And I've just kept this one at the moment and I love it. This was 20 quid. Like, I know that's a bit more expensive than you would pay for that in Primark, but it is great. And I have been able to squeeze a million things in it. It's not too big. Sometimes you find you're buying tote bags and they're massive and you just don't need all that room. It's just really accessible and easy. Thumbs up, Zara. The next thing that I'm going to talk about quite quickly is some And Other Stories jewellery pieces that I got. Now, I'm not going to zoom in and show you. I'll put a little cut screen in to close-ups. I got some beautiful rings from there and really pretty bracelets. Really delicate pieces which are really right up my street. It was in the sale, to be fair, but again, very reasonable prices in their sale, and they're just so pretty. And I have been wearing these throughout January. From the moment basically I walked out the shop, I've had these on. They're so pretty. I got a couple of necklaces as well, as I say. I'll put a little cut screen in so you can see them. And this stacking ring, I just love it. There's like 2 gems and it crosses over. It's gorgeous. They're so nice. So I'm really enjoying the kind of delicate jewellery. I've always really liked delicate jewellery. I quite like the accessorised Z range or Z range, whatever you say. And this is very similar. I've never bought anything from And Other Stories before. I've always been very tempted by their knitwear and things like that. And when I went in Vienna to And Other Stories, I saw loads of things I really liked, but I had a hand luggage case. There was no way I could have took loads of things home. So I picked up a few bits and bobs and they are beautiful. And finally, I am a walking, talking basic bitch. It is the Anna Edits An Edited Life book. I got this at the start of the month, delivered during the launch date, and I've even got post-its in it. How much more basic could I be? It's a wonderful book. I am maybe a couple of chapters from the end and I've really been enjoying it. I have booked tickets to go to her kind of book tour when she comes to Glasgow, which I'm really looking forward to. It's just so helpful. I think the thing is, a lot of the stuff, you're either one of these people or you're not. There's certain bits you could probably pick out of it and add into your life, which makes it such a great book. But I am very much this kind of person. I like a bit more regime. I like to be organised. I like my house to be clutter free, much to Alan's dismay, and you know, my twice to 3 yearly clear outs of all the crap that he has accumulated. The one side of it that I've really been taking a lot from has been the money side, because in that part of my life, for being such an organised person, it just goes out the window. I just spend money like it's going out of fashion. I've also been taking notes from a few things about trying to get a better sleep pattern, trying to get my screen time down. Not that I'm going to quit my phone anytime soon, and I've not restricted myself to a certain amount of time on my phone a day, but even just a simple thing like getting rid of my phone at 10 o'clock and going to my bed at 11, and not using my phone or my laptop for an hour before I go to bed, and instead reading something or just watching something or talking to Alan. Seems really straightforward, but actually has been helping me sleep so much better, and I've been getting up a lot earlier. Yes, it was difficult the first few days. I get up at 5:30 for my work if I'm doing a shift, but on my days off I could lie till like 10, and then I really kind of resent myself sometimes for just wasting part of the day. So I've been getting up, you know, 8 o'clock, which is good for me on my day off, to be fair. Sometimes 7:30 because the bloody kitten gets me up. But wonderful book, go and give it a look. If you haven't, then please go and pick one up in store and see if it's your kind of thing. You're either going to love it or you're going to be one of these people that just thinks, who has the time for that? Well, I'm one of these people that has the time for that. I'm one of these people that loves organising my shit and getting it together. So if you're into that, then go and give it a little look. So that's it, that's my January favourites. How quick was that for me? I thought that was pretty snappy. That was pretty impressive actually. I'm really pleased with myself. Thanks again for watching. If you are new here, then please subscribe if you are enjoying the videos. If you have watched a few of my videos and you're coming back for more, then thank you very much for that. That's very nice of you. And you can go and follow me over. I lost my train of thought there. Oh. You can go and follow me over on Instagram if you like, or Twitter. I'm trying my hardest, I promise. I know I always say it, but I'm going on. I'm trying to interact. I just don't get it. I think I'm too old. I think I'm too old for it, if I'm honest with you. Anyway, You can go and follow me over Instagram, Twitter, more likely to get me on Instagram. I would love to have a wee chat with you. If anybody wants to send me a message, smashing. And I hope to see you again soon. Thank you again. Bye.